longer work at my old job, I want to do a story time on a very famous rapper who tried to ruin my career and ruin my life. I worked at a department store, men's designer specifically, and I was commission based. I was working one day when a man approached me asking for help picking out a jacket for his music video. He was very nice. We ended up picking him a green Bottega jacket, the most beautiful jacket I've ever seen. It was about $6,000. He bought it. He left. My coworker came up to me and was like, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No." They showed me his Instagram, and I ended up following him. He had a lot of followers. I'm like, "This is going to be cool. He's shooting a music video on this. I would love to see that." It's great. So he ends up shooting the video. The jacket looked amazing. The video was cool. Good song. Good energy. Yeah, awesome. Well, not awesome. A week later, I see him walk in with his girlfriend, baby mama now. She was starring in a very big, well-known Disney movie at the time, so she was very popular at this time. Well, they wanted to return the jacket. I had to tell them, no, you cannot do that. It was not fun. We ended up going back and forth over this, and I had to tell him 3 reasons I could not return this jacket. The first reason was it was smelling like cologne, very strong cologne scent. The second reason, it smelled a lot like smoke. And neither of these reasons were good enough for either of them. They were going back and forth. I told him that it's worn. The third reason, it was worn. He looked at me and he said, "You cannot prove that." And I said, "Actually, I can." And I pulled out my phone, pulled out the video, and I said, "This you?" He was speechless. He was speechless, and his girlfriend did not like that. She said, "This is extremely unprofessional. This is something that you do to all of your clients?" Like, just very, very livid. And I explained to her, "You guys are public figures, very well known. He told me he was shooting a music video. This is a public video posted on YouTube. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I pulled it up because I am commission-based. I know it was worn. I cannot take back this jacket. It is a $6,000 jacket. It is against our return policy. I am not able to accept this. I could get in trouble. I'm very sorry." Explained it to her many times. Explained it to him. It was just getting very heated. It created a scene. 3 of my coworkers started coming, trying to defend me. It was not going down. It was getting worse and worse. My manager stepped in, helping me, and I actually said, "I'm going to remove myself. I did not feel comfortable anymore." It was not heading into any direction that I wanted to be a part of. So my assistant manager stood there, and I told him, "I'm going to remove myself. If my assistant manager would like to return this, he's absolutely welcome to. I personally cannot take back this return because I can get in trouble. It is a very expensive jacket. It's worn. It smells worn. I can't. I am so sorry, but this is policy." They ended up leaving. My manager said no, he had my back. They went to different departments, tried to return it. It was denied all over the store. They ended up winning. It sucks, but they went to a different location and returned it. It's fine. I expected it to be returned, just not by me. I didn't care because I did not want to get in trouble. I did not want to take the heat for that. It's a big no-no to return designer stuff. I guess that wasn't enough for him because he took to his social media to post the receipt of this jacket. And with the receipt, he wrote a very crazy message. With this receipt, it showed my first name, the first initial of my last name, where I worked, the address of where I worked, in the department. And in that photo, he said my first name, all of that information, and said I was racist, and I called him the N-word with a hard R. I did not do this. I had 3 coworkers there, 2 of which were black, my assistant manager, and if I had done this, I would have been immediately fired. I worked a year after that. The store manager ended up apologizing to me for what he put me through. It created a month of harassment. 1 month of his fan base, to his millions of followers, going to social media, to Yelp, to Instagram, to TikTok, calling me racist. They started showing up at the store in groups looking for me. It was very scary. They started calling the phones, and if I answered, I was being cussed at, yelled at, threatened. I had to be walked to my car when I left because, like, the groups would be kicked out and they'd still be waiting. They found my social media, and it did not die down for a month, and maybe over a month. It was very damaging, and I thought it was insane behavior because you are abusing your platform to try and ruin somebody's life who is just doing their job. I thought that was the craziest, most erratic thing in the entire world. It turns out that they ended up doing this to somebody else. The girlfriend's sister and him, the rapper, ended up going to a nail salon and doing something very similar and calling this lady racist, but she ended up telling her side of the story, and they were called out for it very publicly. I can't get over this because they came in with an AP watch, Disney money, fighting me, wanting to return a jacket. I am just doing my job. I cannot take this jacket back. Like, it's my job, and you're trying to ruin my life and say very damaging, real accusations for what? Over a jacket you ended up winning. Like, why are you trying to ruin my life, my career? Like, that's sick behavior. That is crazy, and I think it's crazy that he has such a big platform to this day that he's able to do that, and that they will probably do this again. Yeah, so that was a fun time in my life. I'm fine. Working at a department store, it was never a dull moment.
I fuck around and I goes to the store and I go buy this jacket, right? I'm very media trained, y'all. Just let me talk. I goes and buy this jacket. I'm just telling y'all a story. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. Plain and simple. I goes to buy this jacket, right? Mind you, jacket cool. Around this time, I just got some green Bottegas. I'm like, I want to match green and green. But then when I got to the register, that motherfucker was like, I don't know how much it was. It wasn't no 6 bands though, but it was a crazy number. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy this bitch. I only wore it for one scene. Take this. Like, I'm not finna be married to this shit. Stylists do it all the time, by the way. So I'm like, all right, cool. Grab it, right? Do the little video. I come back, right? To the store. I'm like, you know what? I want to return it. Boom, right? When I want to return the shit, this girl gonna pull up my Instagram. That's what threw me off. Cause I'm like, damn, cause I'm lit. I can't do what doing for ages. Everybody else can do this, but I do it. It's a problem. Like, I just feel like it wasn't fair, bro. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. Like, I'm like, lady, pull up my Instagram.
So I will provide more context. At my department store that I worked at, celebrities and stylists and influencers pulling product, buying product for events, for videos, for movies, was not uncommon. It was actually a very big deal, and I still work in a luxury retail environment, and it is still a big issue. It happens all the time. Anybody can tell you this who works in retail. It is frustrating because I stress that I am commission-based for a reason. We put in so much time, energy, effort into this, all for it to be worn and returned. All of that was for absolutely nothing, and it is not fair. It is wrong, especially because my department store had a studio department. They were able to go through the studio and pull all of this, not waste our selling time, and they had different policies, procedures. They were able to do it through them. We made clients and customers all aware of this, but many people would avoid this. There's not much we can do about that. We can't force them. So that is why it is so frustrating to me, because like, we deal with this, and that is my check, that is my income, it's my job. Like, you guys, people are mad at me for fighting for this return because it's my job, it's my time, it's my effort, it's my money, my career. I'm entitled to do that just like any other person. Moving forward, to understand better, yes, it ended up being returned. It was returned. That's fine. It sucks, but it's the reality. I expected it. At least he had to drive to a whole other location to go and do that. So if I can inconvenience him, like he inconvenienced me, that's fine. It's fair game. Call me petty, call me whatever. I don't care. That's fine, as long as I'm the one not doing it.
Hi everybody, so I'm going to be posting the proof that I have. I think it's only fair since everybody has figured out who it is, and he has also publicly acknowledged it. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Right here is going to be the initial Instagram story he made calling me out by name, where I worked, saying that I was racist and I called him the N-word. You will see another name, that is my manager. He also called out as well. In the next little thing right here, I'm going to be inserting the screenshot of his music video. So this is from YouTube. The video is called Storyteller, I think. That is the famous green jacket. It looked cool in the video. It was a nice jacket. That's the video that you can see him wearing it in. Next is a screenshot. So this screenshot is somebody's TikTok account. They posted a screen recording of DDG's story. So after this happened, he posted a story acknowledging that this happened. This was before all of this came out, before he had just now acknowledged it one more time. He acknowledged that he was able to return a worn jacket. You can go there and view it. I do not know how to add it as a clip, but feel free to go there. Next, I'm going to be inserting some hate comments right here. It's a Yelp and an Instagram comments. That is 1% of all the hate that I've received, but just so you can see, it is very real. That is some of the hate that I got. So I don't know what else I'm missing, but that should be pretty much it. I just want to add that his girlfriend did not acknowledge this behavior after. She did not go along with it. She didn't interact with it. I looked at her stories at the time. She didn't retweet it or repost it, nothing. I think that is very telling, and that is very big, because at the time she was receiving a lot of criticism for her role in this Disney movie, so she had every opportunity to use this and bring awareness had this had happened to them, had I been actually racist, but she did not say a single thing, and I think that is very telling. But I see a lot of you guys focusing on her. Yes, she was there. Yes, we did argue for a second, but the main interaction, the main point is between me and him, not her. I apologize if I had seemed like I was directing it mainly towards her. It was not. She did not go post her story saying this crazy allegation. So I think we should stick to that. And then people keep asking if I'm going to sue. I'm not suing. I don't want to sue. It's just not what I want to do. And then other people are asking why I've come forward now. This did happen years ago. Why am I coming forward with it now? I did not want to come forward with it at the time because number one, I was still working for the company. Number two, it was a very scary situation. And then when I left the company, I had